planarians can regenerate their bodies if their bodies are cut in half. Could we use those to extend and human life or make our bodies regenerate?
My name is Melanie Sigonis. I'm an assistant scientist in Dr. Phil Newmark's lab in regenerative biology at the Morgridge Institute. So planarians are flatworms, and they're masters of regeneration with virtually unlimited capacity to regenerate any missing tissue or body part that's lost to injury. And this really amazing ability to regenerate comes from a population of stem cells that's scattered throughout the planarian body. And it's these stem cells that are responsible for making all of the different cell types and tissues in the planarian. There are a lot of similarities between us and planarians. In fact, we share a lot of the same organ systems. So like us, planarians have a central nervous system with a brain. They have eyes, musculature, intestine, epidermis, reproductive structures, and so on. A way in which we're very different from planarians is in our ability to regenerate. So unlike planarians, our regenerative capacity is very, very limited. The ability to regenerate is very widespread across the animal kingdom. And besides planarians, some examples include things like hydra, mollusks, vertebrates like salamanders and fish. Regenerative capacity is very varied across all of these different animals. For instance, a salamander can actually regrow a new limb after it's been lost, whereas the planarian can regrow any missing body part. In fact, if you take a planarian and you amputate it into several little pieces, each one of those body fragments is able to regenerate into a whole new worm, which is really astonishing. Even though we might go about it in slightly different ways, there are some underlying common principles that are shared across regenerating tissues that are really important to understand. So questions that scientists are asking right now are things like, how does the process of regeneration start? In other words, how does a wounded tissue sense an injury, detect what's missing, and know what it needs to make or regenerate next? And during regeneration, how are the right cell types made in the right numbers, in the right proportions, at the right time, and in the right place? And all of these processes need to be really carefully coordinated in order for regeneration to go on properly. Many of the same genes and developmental processes that drive regeneration in planarians are actually present or conserved in humans as well. So anything that we might be able to learn about regeneration by studying this relatively simple creature can hold really important clues into how we might be able to one day coax human cells to behave similarly to help us regenerate our own missing or injured tissues as well.